You're listening to a Saturday night gaming podcast, The Great War, run by Tony Stevens. Hope you enjoy.
Attention, patriots! The year is 1940 and the world stands on the edge of darkness as the iron grip of Rasputin's Russian Empire tightens across the globe. From the frozen wastes of Siberia to the bombed-out streets of Tokyo, the forces of freedom fight valiantly to hold the line against the enemy bolstered by unholy magic and terrifying technology. But fear not, brave citizens, for the United States has unveiled its greatest weapon in this battle for liberty, Squad Scion. Handpicked from the best and the brightest, these extraordinary individuals have undergone cutting-edge enhancements to become living symbols of hope. And now, 4 fresh recruits, armed with newfound powers and unshakable resolve, are ready to join the fight. These courageous heroes will face the horrors of war, sabotage the Russian war machine, and stand tall against Rasputin's monstrosity, the warriors of divinity. The road ahead will be perilous, but freedom is worth every sacrifice. So, stand at attention, soldiers! The world is watching and the time to strike for liberty is now! Good evening, brave listeners. It is my privilege and honor to welcome you to Terra Prime, the Great War, proudly presented by Saturday Night Gaming and now powered by the Apocalypse. Prepare yourselves for a journey into a world on the brink of chaos, where history has been rewritten and heroism is the last line of defense against tyranny. Tonight you'll witness the clash of courage and darkness as our valiant players navigate the rich lore of Terra Prime, unraveling secrets, facing unimaginable terrors, and standing firm against adversity the likes of which the world has never known before. It's action, it's adventure, it is history rewritten, and with a touch of the extraordinary, I might add. Now, with great excitement, I present our cast and crew, starting to my right.
That's me.
I did think about it too.
I am Patrick Danielson. I'm being played by Dane. Yo.
Not Patrickson. Daniel
Yes.
Patrickson? No, that's not right.
I'll be going by Breaker most of the game. I expect all of you to remember that. I am a explosives expert who got experimented on, and now I get to be protected by water sometimes.
Cool.
Be on the lookout. I did accidentally dehydrate somebody to death one time, but I promise to try not to do that again.
Just releasing those secrets early on.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. And you, sir.
Don't worry, I wrote that down. It is a secret that I will give to somebody later.
That everybody else already knows. Got it. Got it.
Hopefully we'll all forget by then.
My name is John. My character is not Blast Master.
He's not the blast master. He's the explosives expert. You mean gas blaster?
He's
Or
also
gas master?
Gas Master.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He
The mass gaster.
his given name by his mother is Gaston,
Oh.
but he now mostly goes by Atomos.
Animus.
Thanatos.
Oh my gosh.
Animus
I knew we
thanatos.
shouldn't do this if you couldn't pronounce it.
I'm pretty sure that means the deadly wind, right?
Yeah, because my whole family was killed by Rasputin, and
Same.
so in my I don't know who you are.
Twinsies.
We haven't gotten to you
I
yet.
know who you are.
Well, that's because I'm explaining who I am.
It's happening currently.
You know, I'm Gaston, and that I have allowed myself to, through experimentation, to enhance myself so that it'll fuel my revenge against that guy I mentioned earlier.
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
Ah.
He has the power to make me forget. I will never forget. And that now, through experimentation, I am completely a gaseous being, poisonous gas, and I mostly have to be contained in a suit.
Special containment.
Yeah, special containment suit. I have gas powers. I can release myself into the air, causing discomfort to people around me. And
Sometimes death.
It's called passing gas is the name of
Get them all out now. Go ahead.
We're not going to get them all out now.
Better out than in, I always say.
Yeah.
You literally never said that.
Well, just now I did.
Yeah.
You heard it. It's on
Wind,
recording.
Dust in the wind, so I'll go with it.
Dust in the wind. Okay, you. We're moving on.
I'm Jessica. I'm playing Katya Khrushchev. She also had her family killed by Rasputin. They were dissenters. He didn't like that.
This guy's been getting around.
Yeah, dissenters don't get a lot of attention, not good attention from
Yeah.
dictators.
Yeah.
Dictators and dissenters oftentimes they clash.
I heard that was how you sign up for being a guinea pig.
That's in New Guinea, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a guinea pig. That's why I'm gas now.
Oh, anyway, sorry.
You allowed yourself to be a guinea pig. Don't even. We just listened
Yeah,
to
it
your
doesn't
story.
matter if I allow
I
myself.
mean, what kind of a monster allows themselves to be experimented on by a scientist
I
just
didn't
to
say
save the
that
country?
I just said that I was a guinea pig, and that is a fact.
I have fought in all the countries. I was rescued by the Germans and then fought in all the countries.
I
And
fought in
now
all
I
the
end
plus
up
one.
here.
Nice. All right. And you with the red hair.
I'm Laura and I'm playing Ellie. And I don't remember my backstory.
You're a sweet young girl from Alabama. And
Alabama.
Alabama. And
Well, that's all. You don't even.
you
have
could
to
get a
lie.
moonburn there, but she did not. She actually joined the great fight against the Russian war machine because she doesn't like it. It's because her older brother died. Yeah.
How did
Was
you
he-
forget about your older brother?
Her older brother
It was
died.
so traumatic that I forgot.
Maybe he is much older and she doesn't remember.
He was fighting for the armed forces against the Russian war machine. He died, and she said, "I am not going to take this. I can stand up for myself and beat these bastards."
Was he also
That's
killed
why she's
by
here.
Rasputin?
Well, I mean, by extension, probably, because everybody that's killed by the Russians is killed by Rasputin, I guess, at some
Yeah, that
point.
makes sense.
All right. So I'm Tony Stevens. I will be your GM, editor-in-chief for this game. I hope to bring everybody all of the thrilling action that they've come to know by listening to Saturday Night Gaming's podcasts. Don't forget to go back and listen to everything that's predated this because it's all awesome too. And then tune in every week for us, and we will present to you the best, most exciting story about the 1940s altered history that you've ever heard while listening to this. Right? Don't you agree?
Of all the broadcasts that I've ever heard, this is definitely one of them.
Of all the broadcasts in all the world about the altered history of the 1940s, you had to listen to mine. So, without further ado, I will present this scene for you. It is a dimly lit briefing room with buzz in the air of tension and anticipation. At the front of the room, a projector clicks to life, kind of rolling the film, casting a grainy black and white map of the French-Italian Alps onto the wall. Seated at a steel table are 4 fresh recruits. That would be y'all, so you know what you look like. I don't know if I have to explain it, but there's a red-headed fellow, a guy in a containment suit, a kind of stern-looking girl, and then, of course, a redhead with a moonburn from Alabama.
Moonburn.
Moonburn, she got one. All right, now, you're all seated at the table. You are the 4 fresh recruits of Squad Scion. Your uniforms are crisp, and you have a mixture of expressions that are ranging from determination to uncertainty. You are Bravo Team, falling under Squad Scion, and you are the newest members of the Enhanced Soldier Program for America. Tonight is going to mark your first mission. Standing at the projector is Colonel Gerald Cross. I'm not saying it slow because you have to take notes, but if you did, I wouldn't hurt you for it. A man whose sharp eyes and stern demeanor command immediate attention. His uniform is spotless, adorned with medals that glint in the flickering light. and his voice is a steady and authoritative sound. Beside him, in stark contrast, is Dr. Walter Davenport, a man of quiet intensity. His graying hair is swept back and his lab coat is rumpled from endless hours spent refining the very enhancements that now flow through Bravo Team's veins. Where Cross radiates military precision, Davenport exudes an aura of intellectual fervor. His gaze lingering on each recruit as if studying a vital experiment. Now I'll go ahead and let me see. I'm going to open up our chat here so I can share with you.
What's the first dude's name?
Gerald Cross.
That's Colonel Gerald Cross.
Yes, he's a colonel. And the other guy is a doctor named Davenport.
Yes, and if you
I
check
believe he also
your
had a first name.
high-tech in-game communicators, you will see pictures of both individuals. All right, so Colonel Cross begins. His voice is cutting through the air, through the hum of the projector. Bravo team! Welcome to your first mission as a part of Squad Scion. You've been chosen because you're the best, enhanced, trained, and ready to face what no ordinary soldier can. Tonight you'll prove why you belong here. He gestures towards the map, tracing his finger over the rugged outline of the Alps. Your target is a Russian outpost hidden deep in these mountains. Intelligence indicates it's a hub for their new surveillance technology. Tech that could give them a devastating advantage over your allies. Your mission is to infiltrate, disable their systems, and plant explosives to destroy the facility. This is a high-stakes operation, but I don't need to tell you what's at risk if you fail. Dr. Davenport steps forward. His tone is softer, but no less urgent. You'll be facing extreme conditions. The high altitudes mean thin air and freezing temperatures, so conserve your energy, stay sharp. Russian patrols are heavily armed, and reports suggest experimental drones. They may be guarding the area. Remember, your enhancements give you an edge, but you're not invisible. Work together, trust your training, and above all, keep moving. Colonel Cross nods, his eyes narrowing. Dismissed. Gear up and report to the airfield. You'll be briefed further en route. Good luck, Bravo team. Make us proud. All right, so, been dismissed from the chamber. Is there anything anybody wants to do or say about what they're going to be doing, or maybe grabbing their
meeting
bags and
each
stuff?
other for the first time?
Some of you may have seen each other in the voyage to America, primarily Gaston and Katja.
Don't.
You and I have met before.
And I think
Yeah,
that,
that's how I knew who you were.
and I think that Patty and Ellie have met each other in training and probably in the experimentation process.
This is what I'm starting to look like, just so you guys know.
It's beginning to look a lot like Gaston.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's got this glass-like thing that's like, and all this is like,
It's glass doll.
he's very muscular looking because his gaseous form is making him look muscular.
He's bloating those
I'm bloating in
muscles.
specific areas so that I look super attractive with my muscles.
You're so French.
I'm trying to do an American accent so as to not unsettle or intimidate the Americans with my amazing Frenchness.
Yeah, you don't want to intimidate the stupid Americans.
I want to fit in and be loved.
All right. Then, with no further ado, I guess you would be heading to. Oh, did you have something you want to do?
So, are we being sent in with demolitions equipment? Like,
Yeah.
what kind of
So
explosives do I get access to?
the kind that existed in 1940.
I look forward to finding out.
Do they have plastic?
Look that up for me, because that is not a part of the work I did for you. I built you a store.
I know what I've seen on Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah.
You know nothing.
Anything that could scare Colonel Clank scares us. Okay?
Basically, you know nothing.
All right, so everybody would get down to the flight hangar then. So this is the flight. You've already gotten on board of the plane. You've gotten loaded up with your gear. Everybody has everything that they would need to include ammo for their weapons, rifles, sidearm.
I have all I need.
Bayonet or knife of some kind for
I have
those
a
who
knife.
are into explosives. Probably you don't need anything sharp.
I have a knife.
But
I
like,
don't
what if
use
you're
it.
unsheathing it and like you accidentally cut your suit?
It's a gas knife.
What?
Okay, hear me out.
Hot gas that cuts through something?
No. So
I've seen those.
the knife is here on my thigh, like Deadpool style.
Okay.
I've seen those, yeah.
But-
It's made of gas.
Coming out of the back of the knife
Yes.
is a tube.
Ah,
And the
yes.
tube goes into my suit. And so what I can do is I can stab someone, press a button, and the gas
release
goes
yourself into them?
in. Yes.
Oh my god!
I like it.
That's cutting edge, because only a few years later than right now, the Russians actually had something like that
Cool.
in the Cold War.
It's sanctioned. You have
Thank
that. Okay. All
I'm
right.
drawing the knife onto my leg right now.
Get it? Cutting edge?
That is a cutting edge. You're a real
That
gas.
was a great movie with D.B. Sweeney.
It was more of a stabbing edge.
Have you guys seen that, The Cutting Edge? It's
I've
got
not.
some other girl in it that was famous for a little bit. I think she was in, like, Blade Runner or something.
I have not. I'll look into it.
The Cutting Edge. I saw it when I was 10, and I thought it was great.
Apparently C2 was a thing.
It was 2 steps below
It's a
4.
prototype of C4.
Cool. All right. Well, you have it.
Oh, very nice.
And remote detonators and a timed fuse detonator.
You have those too. And grenades.
Yes.
There you go. All right. The roar of the military bomber's engines drowned out most of the conversation as Bravo team sits strapped to their seats. The hum of tension palpable among the recruits. Outside the small circular windows, the endless expanse of stars glimmer in a cold night sky. The faint outline of the Alps looming ahead like jagged teeth. The cabin is dimly lit, casting long shadows on the faces of the squad. The scent of oil, metal, and cold air fills this space, a stark reminder of the war that awaits them beyond. Colonel Cross and Dr. Davenport stand near the cockpit. Steady despite the turbulence, Cross is reviewing maps with the flight crew, while Davenport checks the recruits' gear with meticulous care. He pauses by each member, offering quiet words of encouragement. Patty, you're doing great. Just stay fluid and be you. I believe in everything you can do.
I look forward to going with the flow.
Gaston, you are a real gas. And don't ever stop believing in you, because I know I won't.
Thank you.
You're so French. Katya. Oh, Katya, what can I even say to you that you don't always know about yourself? You're so strong and resilient. And that breathing face of yours, it's scary. Good luck. And Ellie, I've forgotten so much about you. I think that you two have done so, but maybe in fighting, you'll learn more about yourself, and that will become your true backstory.
The real
Good luck to
backstory
you.
was the one we made up along the way.
All right. Remember, Gaston,
Boom.
your body will adapt faster than you think, so trust your enhancements. And then he smiles at you, kind of faintly, you know.
Faintly?
The fly-
Sneakily,
Huh?
the plot thickens kind of a smile.
No, just like I'm awkward, and
Well, why do you talk to him twice? Does he have a crush on you?
well, you're the Khrushchev. Who knows? I don't
Well,
know.
why do you talk to him twice?
He's French. I don't know. It just happened. Maybe it's
just
bad.
happened.
Maybe it's not. Who knows? You just keep track of that, Katya. I trust your insecurities. All right. The flight is long. As the plane approaches the drop zone, the cabin temperature plummets.
Ooh, it's chilly. For
It's
you guys,
getting
I guess.
quite cold in the cabin. If you didn't bring your flannels or your all-weather
Is it
leggings,
cold enough
I'm
for
a
me
super
to
soldier.
take,
I don't need all weather.
Is it cold enough for me to take my suit off? Like it's
Don't
like,
take your suit off.
No, it's getting cold in here.
No.
So
it's becoming solid.
I'm
almost.
solidifying.
What?
The atoms
Are you
of
turning
the gas,
into liquid? Like poisonous liquid?
The atoms of the
Seriously
gas
trying
are
to hotbox us in here.
Like he's
stop.
starting to slosh.
Yeah.
It's getting cold.
Yeah.
All right. The frost begins to creep along the edge of the windows as you're looking out at the Alps, and the recruits can feel the thinness of the air even inside the plane. The Alps, illuminated by the moonlight, don't get a moonburn, come into view. Vast, jagged peaks blanketed in white, their icy slopes seeming to stretch endlessly into the heavens. It's both breathtaking and ominous, a reminder of the challenges ahead. A red light in the cabin flicks on, bathing everyone in a crimson glow. Why do they do that?
It's a crimson.
Because it helps your night vision. All right.
Oh, right, the night vision.
Colonel Cross stands near the open cargo door, his voice booming over the roar of the wind. This is it, Bravo team. Drop zone is below. You'll touch down on a narrow ridge. Stick the landing, or it's gonna be a long way down. Rendezvous at the marker and proceed with the mission. Davenport and I will monitor you from HQ. You're on your own from here. You all stand, securing your parachutes as the icy wind tears into the cabin. The howling air is deafening, biting against your skin, even through your gear. The mountains below seem impossibly far away, their sharp ridges promising certain death to anyone who misses their mark. The glowing markers of the drop zone flicker faintly below, almost invisible against the vast expanse of white. One by one, the recruits leap into the void.
Can I jump
Katya is going first. The rush of the wind immediately drowning everything else out. The world becomes a blur of cold air and adrenaline as you plummet towards the earth. The stark beauty of the Alps unfurling beneath you. The moon casts an eerie glow over the snow-covered peaks, and the faint lights of distant Russian patrols dot the valley below. As the parachutes deploy, Bravo team glides towards the narrow ridge. The air is razor thin, and every breath is a challenge. As the cold air bites deep, the snow sparkles like a sea of diamonds, masking the deadly terrain below. So, everyone go ahead and roll for your landing.
What do I roll?
You can roll, I'd probably just roll
No, I mean, like, what do I roll? Like, you know, I play this
2d6.
in, like,
You're going to roll
months.
2d6.
2D.
You're going to roll it off of your intelligence, most likely, just your intelligence
Why my
to
intelligence? I have a 0.
speed.
That's not good.
I mean, I'm not dumb. I just am
Am I
stronger than I am smart.
Okay, be strong then. Roll your highest asset.
That's
if it's not-
durability. That makes sense. I'm very
Endure
durable.
endure the landing?
Yeah.
Alright. So take what's on your dice and add it together with your enhancer.
Can I roll with your dice?
Here, Bo. You can use Bob Ross.
I love Bob.
And these two
You don't
right
have
here.
your D6s? You can also just use these if you want.
Well, there's
Oh, that's okay. I'm not using mine.
blue is.
They have ball of fire on them.
He needs ones with, like, a gas into it.
Oh yeah, deadly gas.
Yes, so that if he fails. all
That's
fail.
pretty good. That's 10 total.
Plus your
plus my highest,
highest one.
which is energy 2.
Oh.
So that's
The
12.
gas is down. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm like, I just float down.
Why do you even need a parachute?
I'm just a suit. Like, you just toss the suit out of the plane. It's fine.
Gliding over the wind.
Like, whee!
I just imagine you,
Starts
like,
sounding
going,
like a helium balloon. Just
Yeah.
like.
No, he doesn't want him to escape.
I'm even lighter because of the gas. It's like buoyant. So I'm like, just kind of floating down. I don't even have a suit or a parachute.
Okay, what did you get?
13. maybe.
Oh, so you just like crash into the ground right where you're supposed to be. You're just like
Little
Superhero
crash.
landing?
I land.
superhero landing.
I land nicely. I
On
don't
one
crash.
knee with the fist in the ground, cause a little crater.
There's a little like
No,
smoke that
that's-
pops up.
The superhero landing.
What did her sister say about it?
It's really bad on the knee.
Pretentious? What does she call it?
Supposing you're a poser.
Post.
She calls her a poser.
Yeah, whatever. It's, I don't superhero land. I just freaking land like I know what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah, she says something. I forget
Yeah,
what
but
she
you
calls it.
she's a poser.
10? Alright,
Yeah.
cool. So you too, you just
I
kind of
also
like
got
create a wind that like helps you drift towards the exact spot that you're
I can
supposed
create a
to be.
wind.
I got a 10. On
Good,
my
awesome.
intelligence, so I actually
You actually use the parachute the way you're supposed to. Awesome.
because I started out as a soldier, so
You
it
did.
makes sense that I would actually.
Upon landing, you regroup as a team. The silence of the mountains broken only by the crunch of your boots in the snow and the distant hum of enemy drones. Alright, so the mission begins. The bitter cold seeps into every fiber of your gear as you trudge through the snow, your breath visible in the frigid air unless you're made out of gas. The terrain is
It's gonna get
treacherous. The sheer cliffs, hidden crevasses, and shifting snowbanks threaten every step. In the distance, the faint hum of Russian drones grows louder, the first sign of the enemy. To reach the Russian outpost, Bravo team must first rendezvous with a crucial ally, Elise Lafleur, the French resistance leader.
It's French
known.
resistance. They're
Yeah.
gonna know you.
We can speak French to each other.
She does know you. Yeah.
Oh no.
You have worked with her brother before.
Ooh.
All right. So she's known as the Lioness.
Oh.
Her intimate knowledge of the terrain and the secret mountain paths is vital to navigating the heavily guarded outpost undetected. The meeting point is a small, crumbling stone chapel perched onto a narrow ridge, hidden from Russian patrols, but exposed to the biting wind. The team must move quickly and quietly to avoid detection, as Elise will only remain at the rendezvous point for a limited time before Russian reinforcements sweep the area. The clock is ticking, the stakes are high, and every step through the frozen wilderness brings you closer to your destiny or your doom.
What does she look like?
But you have to meet her first.
She's probably blonde.
Well, how are we gonna know what she looks like? We would have been given her picture.
He knows her.
He knows her.
That's,
Well, then he should tell
that's
us.
part of the
what
reason
she
we
looks
brought him along.
Everything looks like gas to him now. So.
like. We would have been shown her picture if we were trying to rendezvous with her. Otherwise, we could have been tricked by any old Russian.
Russians can't do French.
All right, so that's your information. You're looking for.
I know the land, right?
You would know the lay of the land.
I know the lay of the land. It's
You
one
would
of
just
my
have to
top-
roll for it.
I have to
but-
roll for it.
Yes, you do. You do know.
I have the environment advantage.
Do it.
Yeah.
Roll.
Well, do we need?
He just told you to roll.
Well, remember, at any time, as a team, you're operating as a team, and also as a part of this campaign, you can operate within conversational tones with each other. So you talk amongst each other, try to figure out who's in charge. Probably the
Well,
boss
she's in
is.
charge, right?
Okay, yeah.
Am I?
That's what he said.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
And through the grapevine, I heard.
So roll for terrain. Tell us where we are.
But yeah,
Okay.
always take the time to talk with each other and figure out what your best plans forward could or should not be.
Let me look around. Remember that tree over there, but I don't remember that bush.
Somebody planted that just recently.
Someone must have just planted that.
All right, so roll that with your. What is your modifier
It would
on?
be intelligence, I would guess.
No, but on your actual sheet underneath, is
Its
it simple?
difficulty is a -1.
So it's under difficult status.
Yeah.
All right, so -1, and then add your modifier as well. So whatever the modifier is for it.
What do you mean modifier?
What was the skill again?
Environment advantage. So let me. I think I have it in the chat here.
I think you were sent it to you.
Yeah, Scott.
Because you're a tactician, correct? It's tactician and gas power. That being the case,
I don't have it listed here.
I'll pull it up for you. Yeah, we have your gas power sent to you in that chat, but the other one is. I'm willing to bet runs off of intelligence.
Well, I have a 1 intelligence, so I would break even. Which is pretty smart. 0 is human. Regular average.
Yeah, tactician intelligence. Battlefield coordination. Alright, so what did you get if you broke even?
I rolled
-1 plus 1.
a 7.
You rolled a 7? Alright, so, like you said, the area looks familiar, but it's kind of changed a little bit
Well,
too.
it's snowing a lot.
It's snowing a lot. The blizzard might be kind of affecting your vision, but you have a general idea of the direction you should all be going. And he's basically saying
This way.
that way. Yeah.
Into
Follow
the
me.
wild wood.
Oh, creepy. All right.
So we're going right now. We're going to meet up with like friendlies, right?
You are trying to find a friend.
But there are also Russian
Yes.
There's
people patrolling
Russian
all
drones
these
all
woods.
around. You could potentially, I would assume, run into booby traps. I mean, this is wartime.
We need to do perception checks.
People have been known to, plant mines and tripwires.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
You could also remember that, just the territory itself is a threat.
I could sweep ahead for the mines.
There's wild bunnies out here.
Okay.
So she's stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
She also has camo, and she's stealthy. So she could go scout out ahead and see if we're headed in the right direction.
Sure.
Okay. Probably. What did you say it was? You just want to roll for stealth. It just gives you no negative because it's your simple task. So I think you would add that right onto your speed. If I remember correctly. I have your sheet.
Yeah, stealth is usually speed. Or intelligence, but either one is a +1.
Oh, well then it's even.
Oh, we gotta mark. John, did you mark your rolls so far?
Yes.
Let's
Remember to
mark
mark your rolls into the
Wherever
little
you-
circles.
Whatever you use.
Oh, okay, I got you.
What die do I roll?
2d6.
So I put that in intelligence.
Each one of your
and
rolls
the
are going
one-
to be 2d6.
And the one when you were
Oh, I rolled
landing.
twice. That's
Remember?
right.
Yeah.
11.
Ooh, awesome.
Yeah, good.
Don't forget to mark your bubble.
Yeah.
Twice.
So she goes through and actually, she has like a little pack of little plastic flag markers
Yeah.
that she can just and she marks through several different instances where she sees that there are booby traps. So she's actually done a great service
Very
for the team
nice.
and helped everybody seeing where each of these things are. And then when she gets back, she's like, y'all better watch out for that now. I'm thinking she's country. She's got a southern
Well, she's
accent.
from
I
Alabama.
feel it in my bones when she starts talking. It will be southern.
Well, I look forward to you doing the Boston accent for me.
Speaking of,
Boston? You're from Boston? You parked the car in the yard and you got superpowers and you came
I
overseas?
told him he should do the car thing to get the accent right.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah, parked the car in the yard. Alright. So, that makes it easier for you to navigate through the area without actually triggering any of the booby traps.
Excellent.
It's very considerate of you.
Yes. Thank you.
Alright, so as you navigate through a narrow, treacherous path that Gaston has showed you,
Gaston.
you actually stumble upon a small group of refugees. And I will.
Are the refugees petite? Or there not very many of them?
Are they we?
Yeah, you
Is
said
that what
there's
you're asking?
A small group.
We.
I think it's small in number.
Okay.
We. They are we.
They are we?
But in number.
It is a French family fleeing Russian forces. You can see that there's an elderly man, his daughter, and her young son. They have a cart, and it's stuck in the snow, and they're running low on food and supplies.
This could be a trap. I whisper into my commanding officer's ear. They were not here.
You
the last
there?
time. They're like
Help.
a bush.
They were not here last time, so it must be a trap.
I'm saying it could be.
The old man runs up, waving his arms. Help us! Help us!
We don't have anything.
You cannot help us. Help us to...
But you can follow those
We can
flags
ease
to
your
avoid
suffering.
these pitfalls. And
But
go
we've
back
been
down.
pursued by Russian patrols. I don't know if we'll be able to survive the night. It's just me. I'm old. And my daughter and her son. We need help. And you are very strong, resilient. You have uniforms. The Allied forces.
They have a baby.
There is a baby. With
Yeah.
no beard. It
Nope,
cannot
he
survive
has
on
one.
its own.
It was left here at the base of this mountain. We're trying to get it home.
Alright, somebody search the wagon.
Yeah, we should search the wagon for supplies. Should I, like, in gaseous form, just, like, search it and then go back into my suit? Like, I just, like...
We're not looting it. We're just
No, I'm
making sure
searching
that
it.
they
I'm
don't
just making
have,
sure
like,
there's
anything
nothing-
that would hurt us or it's bad or it's a trap.
Yeah.
I
Well, if
can-
it's a trap, then I won't set any things off because I'm just gas. I'm very gentle.
All right, so let me get this straight. You're going to search these people in gas form?
Not the people.
Just
Their
their stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
To see if anything's useful?
No, to see if they're lying, if they're like...
Yeah, we're seeing if this is a trap before we decide if we're gonna help.
Okay, so gassy investigation?
Yeah.
While he's doing that, can I just try to do basically an intuition check on them
That's good.
to see if I think they're lying?
I will allow both things to occur.
Okay.
Alright, let's gas it up. Stand back. I'm gonna become gas. I mean, I'm already gas, but I'm gonna pass my
That's-
gas.
So when you do that, does your suit just crumple?
Yes.
Okay.
It's got
No,
little-
actually, like...
it's like little vent points that just
it's
like open
I'm
up.
not
and
gonna
they're
let
like,
all of me out. I'm not gonna pass all of me. Little vents. Maybe I'll have vents up here. I haven't drawn them yet.
Don't make nipple vents.
No,
Don't
they're
do that.
slits.
Okay.
Slits. Or maybe they're up here like gills or something, and so they, just a little bit comes
I
out.
like the gill idea.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Up here,
yeah.
like it looks like breathers, but it's actually you.
Yeah,
breathing
actually,
out.
it's me coming out,
Ooh,
and then
that's
like tendrils. It goes in and kind of investigates.
All right, both of you give me a roll. Intuition check and
This is
gas
energy.
investigation. So
Yeah.
he's checking the people, you're checking their stuff.
I got a 10
Alright.
on the intuition.
6 plus 2 is 8.
Okay. You find some bare bone remains of what could be food.
Oh, okay.
You notice that they have some books.
Yeah, the food is now poisoned.
Yeah, they can't eat that anymore.
Oh my
Plus it's
god,
frozen.
seriously?
Well, I'm poisonous gas.
You're poisonous?
Your intuition tells you that this man genuinely wants to protect the woman and child. They mean more to him than anyone. And he looks extremely scared that they won't survive in the cold.
I advise Katya as our commanding officer.
I'll pull myself
She's
back
over
in to my suit, and then we'll huddle around and discuss like.
Come over here away from
I'll
that.
tell you I poisoned their food. You should probably tell them to throw that out, and then we'll give them some rations that we have. We don't tell them that I poisoned it. Tell them like it just went bad.
I noticed that it was poison.
I know.
While we
It
were
was
standing
poison.
over here, we noticed some strange gas on your fur.
Yes.
Also,
Ugh.
That is all
it.
true.
That's it.
Who is that? Who is this?
Hmm?
I can't remember what that's from.
Hellboy.
Hellboy, yeah. There was
I
like the
don't think I've
second
seen
one.
that.
Oh, yeah, the second one is like a gas person. In it.
I don't think I've seen that one. Johann?
Oh, I think he's like German or something.
yeah, he was.
He's like an amalgamation of you and Heinrich.
Ja, oh, what the Heinrich? Oh, no, never mind. All right, so he's suggested, Katja. to what you're supposed to do, and he's telling you.
Seems like they're legit. Oh, sorry. Hey, yo, it seems like they're legit over here.
That's a little bit North New York, but yeah, I like it.
Speaking purely as a southerner, trying to do a northern accent.
I'm not doing any kind of accent. I've lived all over the world and I'm Russian. We need Ronnie for this.
That's why you wouldn't do any accent, because you've been everywhere, so you're an amalgamation of all the accents, which is...
And
I can
therefore
still
not.
have an accent though.
Your accent is not clear.
I mean, I left when I was old enough to fight.
Just say da every time you mean to say yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
No, I don't like accents. Okay, well, we can't take them with us.
We can point them at those flags, like you said.
Right.
As far as the wagon,
But there's nothing that way. Like, we only got here because we dropped in by parachute. They can't leave that way.
It's true. How are you gonna help them? They don't have food.
Oh my god, Josh.
I could give them some C2, but I don't think you should eat that. It is high calorie.
Like, is this really, like, the first thing we're gonna do in this game is an escort quest with a baby and a kid?
You would have rations in your
Yes.
packs, so that is something.
I'd give them some rations.
But
It's
giving
the
them
least we can do
rations-
after
Don't you give
poison
your
there.
rations are probably poisoned.
I don't have rations. I'm made of gas.
Well, then, so you're offering to give him our food that
Yes.
we actually need to eat.
I mean, that's your. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying to you, their food's poisoned.
And who did that?
I noticed that it was poisoned.
And he did that. Now, come on now.
Listen, if you want to do that, you can pull that flask out of that backpack.
Oh, okay. Hang on to your horses.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind giving them some of my rations.
Well, I don't mind escorting them. I just need us to understand that, like, we're
Right.
taking on an escort quest with an old guy, a woman, a baby, and a kid, and we're trying to be stealthy in enemy territory and find this lady that we don't know much about.
The nice thing about it is they also could act as a cover if the drones find us.
Were they supposed to be here too, or?
Well, like human shield? What kind of cover are
No.
you talking about here? It's
No,
a baby.
We could dress up like
we
them.
were
and-
helping
Yeah,
them.
how much of my body can the baby, like, protect
That's
me?
not what I meant.
Oh,
we were
my
helping them
God.
get down from the mountain.
There's this.
Are we in identifying uniforms? I thought we were Black Ops.
At this point, I would probably assume that you don't have patches that say America.
Yeah.
You know, like you'd probably be in very... Now, you, wouldn't-
Nondescript uniform.
you probably wouldn't be wearing...
This is what I look like.
He looks like Gatsby.
Gas
But-
man.
I'm assuming white camo.
Yeah, probably snowsuits.
Yeah.
I would vote for that.
Nondescript. So maybe.
There's a Grey's Anatomy episode where this dude and his fiance were in a shootout, and he used her as a human shield.
Who does that?
And the bullet goes through her and hits him.
Wow.
So he still gets shot anyway. And then she breaks up with him, obviously, because obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, they break up.
Yeah.
I mean,
We can try to escort them.
I do know that our team doesn't
Her-
seem like the right team to try to use to get a wagon out of the snow.
Oh, yeah,
at
we're
its
leaving the
frozen
wagon.
place.
Yeah, we gotta leave the wagon. But like her investigation didn't like show us where things were, like where teams were or where we were going, like how far away things are. So we don't have any like lay of the land as far
Yeah.
as that's concerned.
And we also can't really take them to where we're going.
Now that we've moved further away, can she investigate again and see if we know where we are in relation to like any other teams? Bad guys or good guys?
Hang
Should like go
tight.
up a tree or something?
So you want her to know where you are in comparison to the resistance hideout that you're going to, or
Sure.
How far
yeah.
are we from where we're supposed to be?
Yeah.
Or to the town.
I mean, this is the 40s, right?
Wait.
Do I have like a fancy James Bond watch that's like pinging me where I'm supposed to go?
No.
That happened in James Bond, okay.
the technology is advanced in this altered history. It would show like a grid
Okay.
and like a dot.
Like a thing going around, right? And like a
It's
ping
going
every
like
time it goes around.
boing, boing,
It's like in a
Like
submarine.
sonar?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's like sonar. Yeah.
Okay. So what is it binging? Is it binging where I'm supposed to go? Or is it bad guys? Or is it the escort people?
Is it just the vicinity?
What's
Like a
pinging?
submarine?
I need more information.
Yeah, you just know that there's not a whole lot
It's
going
just
on
like a
around.
submarine. It's
There's your,
it's just
your
around
team and this family that need help to connect with the resistance.
The
They're
sonar
trying
can
to
go pretty
connect
far.
to
Though.
the resistance, though, and I thought that they seemed legit. So
Yeah, I don't mind escorting them. I just
How
want
far
more-
do we have to
I want more
escort them?
information about which way we need to go and.
what it seems like is that we are trying to get them, or they are trying to get to the resistance, and we are trying to get to the resistance. So theoretically, we could kill two birds with one stone. If you were into killing birds with stones. Being
All
more
right.
efficient
I think
about
we
it
should
is
get
the way
everything
to
from
do
their wagon that is useful, like blankets, whatever.
not the
else.
food.
Not the
Not
food.
the food. Lay the food.
We can probably scoop some snow into the canteens if they have canteens.
Okay, do you know how much snow it takes to make like a drinkable amount?
Mm-hmm.
I had a gallon of snow and it made this much water. I swear, the last one was snow.
That's more than none.
It's-
Yeah, we'll wet the whistle.
all right, let's do it. Pack up their stuff, and let's take them with us.
Okay.
All right, so you're choosing to clear the cart. You're providing food for the family, and you're guiding them to the nearby.
Well, I mean, we're walking with them. If they get hungry, we'll give them something to eat.
You're
but
taking
we're
them
not,
to the
like, taking
resistance
them
shelter.
I also put a sign written in bad Russian that says we went that way and points the wrong way.
All right, so just to be aware for the team, taking the family with you, this does increase your likelihood of encountering or being spotted. So you on any kind of stealth checks will be rolling at a disadvantage. So that's a -1 on stealth checks.
Okay. -1 on stuff.
Yeah, nice.
So Gaston continues to direct you towards the place that he knows. So
I know this place, except for that bush.
we'll go ahead and have you, because you were a little bit confused before and got your mid-range roll. Go ahead and roll again for lay of the land. As it continues to change, you're seeing new stuff.
I'll try to basically make sure I keep an eye
Oh
on the family.
no, almost
Make
snake
sure that they're
eyes.
staying
Oh,
close.
no.
and quiet.
I got 2 2s. Do I get special points for rolling the same
you do
2?
not.
2-2
2
with lay of the land,
So it's -1.
but it's increased by 1,
but
so
it's
you're at
increased by
4.
1. 4.
So
Which
you-
is below average.
What's
probably.
really going on right now is you feel utterly confused.
Yeah, I don't
You
remember.
don't know what all this stuff is, but your French pride really wants you to look good in front of your new friends.
Okay, I don't remember those footsteps over there.
He,
I found some footsteps.
so he's like, no, I'm really sure it's this way, and like
Oh,
starts running off before you know what's going on. All right,
and the footsteps were ours. I was pointing behind us.
I've seen this in Winnie the Pooh.
If we walk back the way we came, we can continue to follow the footsteps.
Damn it, Gaston.
They are very clear.
All right. So as he's running, you're staying at the rear with the
I'm
family.
staying with the family, trying to keep them corralled and quiet.
And as the two of you are like following him, and he's like trotting off through the snow, you can hear like the like crunching through the snow.
Gaston,
Oh.
get back. Get back here.
As Gaston continues to run, he hears
Those
As he
footsteps
looks up-
were human?
to a ridge just above him and
a bear.
sees the snarling face of a giant brown
I
bear.
can tell by your lips. That's how Jackson does bear.
How very Russian.
All right, Gaston, you
Yes.
have stumbled upon the den of a massive brown
What is he
bear.
gonna carry? He's made of gas.
I have a suit.
The bear seems to be fiercely protective, emerging from its den to confront you. Her size, strength, and ferocity are amplified by the fact that you're in this harsh environment.
Oh my god. We are gonna stop far away before the bear sees us.
The two of you.
Yeah.
You hold up,
Yeah.
Patty.
Obviously, I'm holding up. Do I have a rifle?
How far away is the bear from
Do
me?
they have sniper rifles in the 40s?
Yes.
Yes, the Springfield was pretty good.
Okay. I have one of those. I'm assuming.
Think
Okay.
about.
I don't have an inventory thing on my sheet, but I'm assuming I have one if I want one.
How far away am I from the bear?
Where she's at on the ridge and where you've just
Oh wait, she has the high ground?
oh, she has the high ground.
Oh.
And you've just stumbled in there and you look.
Oh.
Oh, that's all.
Fucking on gas.
I kind of see you running like a wacky inflated warm tube man. But yeah, you glance up and you're like, oh,
I'm like, oh.
and she's right there. She's maybe 3 feet away from you.
3 feet.
Yeah, right here.
Okay, she'll probably definitely. I'll probably
She's very big and going.
pass wind to her.
All right, so your choice is to attack her.
Well, it's just to spray her a little bit and then run away. But I have.
Now the rest of the team does know. So
Yeah.
Kat, Ellie, and Patty, you all see him there.
I'm hoping
with this
that my
live
gas
Yeah.
will she'll just think I farted really bad and be annoyed and go away. I don't really want to hurt her.
So you're trying to distract her off.
Yeah, just gas field,
Ooh,
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
Because she has a gigantic and very strong olfactory sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna set it on fire or anything. I'm just
Okay.
gonna try and shoo, it smells bad here.
So,
She's 3 feet away from me.
how close to the top of the mountain are we?
Oh, jeez.
My suit's made of Kevlar.
How close to the top
I
of the
think it
mountain?
is, yeah, sure.
How worried
say
would I
that.
be about avalanches if we make loud noises?
Well, you are in a treacherous pass, so you're in a narrow pass in between. So there could be some
Okay.
falling debris. That's
Incidentally, that's the rifle I have.
yeah. Bolt action. That's the way to go. All right, so go ahead and roll your. Let me see.
I don't know how it works, but it's on my.
Everything's abbreviated.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay.
I can look that up. Let's see who's the fastest. Gas form transformation. Which one is it? Minor gas.
This is the
gas emission.
Borderline EGM, which is explosive gas manipulation. That's not what you're trying to do.
What was the simple? What do I have for simple?
Oh, that's your instant combat analysis,
Oh, that's
environment
right.
advantage.
That's not in here.
I mean, but it is a part of you that you're releasing gas, and you're trying to do it as. I'll give it to you with the borderline ability, but you're not, like you stated, you're not setting it on fire,
Yeah.
right? So just roll it with the -2 and go from there.
Right. Let's roll one at a time for dramatic purposes.
Dramatic effect. What's it gonna, oh, that's a 6!
That's good. That's
That
dramatic.
is good.
That's a 1.
That's a 1. That's a 1.
That was good. That was very dramatic.
But 7 minus, we'll
That's 5.
add it to your energy, which is a 2, so that's actually 9.
Wait,
But then minus the 2, so we're back down to 7.
wait, no, it's 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But then back down to 7 because
Yeah, 7's better than average.
it is better than not being a 7. And as you vent the gas in her general direction, she does. She smells it and she's like, and backs up a little bit, but you can tell that she's still there. She's still highly aggressive.
But now I'm surrounded by gas.
But you are surrounded by gas, so she can't quite see you to attack you. Or doesn't seem to want to.
That smells bad.
It smells.
It's poison.
It's sulfurish.
Yeah, sulfurish.
Yeah. Sulfurous?
Sulfurous.
There's a lot of S's in that. I
Yeah,
can't do that.
many S's.
All right, so then rest of the team. Team leader.
Team.
I don't know if I'd like shoot in a random direction if that's going to scare it away, but it will also give away our position.
Ooh, that's true.
She is seeming protective.
So can you just
I
back
wonder
away?
if we can
Yeah,
back
so if
away.
we just like go around.
Like, can you just back up?
I would like to ask the Russian.
Well, you aren't here, right? Or are you?
I'm just behind y'all.
Yeah, he's just walking with the
Because
family.
I thought we followed him like off in a different direction. Or
I've been following y'all with the family.
Oh, okay.
But I'm keeping the family corralled and quiet. Which is very difficult with the toddler who just saw a bear.
Right, exactly. So that's why I'm saying I don't know.
I'm currently trying to protect the family. But I do have my rifle drawn.
John, can you
in
just back
case I
away?
need to shoot.
Yes, I
Slowly.
shall back away.
So,
Slowly.
as he's backing away, you do note that you are in a narrow pass. So, if he's backing away, he's backing up towards you and away from the direction that you're trying to go.
Well,
To where he's been guiding you.
well, we're in a narrow. Yeah, he's just running in a direction. We can pick a different direction.
He said, "Let's go this way."
Right.
And, like,
Once we get
I
out of
believe
the
he
narrow path, we
"Ah,
can
yes,
go a
it's this way."
different direction. But like, the narrow path is obviously not the right direction to go. Because then we're going to give away our position. We're going to be shooting guns. Like, we're going to be drawing all sorts of unwanted people here.
All right. So you'd rather go back.
I would rather backtrack a little and then go a different
Go
way. He
around.
didn't even recognize where we were. He literally just ran in one direction.
No, that is not what is true.
That is literally what just happened.
I know where we are.
You rolled terribly
That
and
tree
just
over
ran
there,
off in one direction. Like, we don't need to go this
I
way.
pissed behind that tree the last time I was here.
I feel like that tree is following us.
That tree keeps falling.
I feel like it just keeps following us.
It's because it's after my pee.
It has tasted its victory once, and it'll have it again.
Oh my god.
I will not give it to it. I will not give it to you, tree. I do not need to
can
go
you
right
back
now.
away from the bear, please? That's all we're doing right now. Just back away from the bear and keep backing up until the bear is not coming at you aggressively.
I am.
Okay, is it working?
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't want to get near
All right,
his
we're
gas,
gonna-
but as soon as he started backing away from the bear, you noticed that the bear kind of like gave a rough, like short and almost like a bark 2 times, just like a grunt, like ruff, ruff. And then like turned around and you saw 2 more little baby cubs emerging from the den, and
That's
she
my
starts.
bears, run!
She starts. Everybody get out of here! You're even tiny! The tiny bears are the most dangerous.
Oh my god.
We do not have these
We're
creatures
still
in
backing
France.
away though,
As you
right?
see a tree right behind him, just
Really? Is it
no.
Wait, is that your drawback?
The tree follows him.
The
I
drawback.
had to write you like a whole
like
new story.
somehow I was right, and like it was a spy in a tree hollow,
Yeah.
and I had just peed
So
on
like
this guy.
the tree like lifts up, and then you see little
Yeah.
little feet. It's Boris. It's Boris. Oh my God! Rocky, hurry, help me!
All right, guys, we're backing up out of this place.
But yes, you notice
This is
that
a
the
very
mother bear,
serious situation.
she licks and cleans the fur of the 2 cubs, and you have made an ultimate decision to not kill or draw attention to
I don't
yourself.
want to. I don't want to give away our position.
That's good. All right.
That's why I didn't set the wagon on fire with the poison food.
Also, maybe some Russian.
We should have probably left a sign on the
Super
food
soldiers.
in French that said "Don't eat it," and then in Russian said "Eat it." Right? Eat this. In French, it would be like, "Don't eat this."
In Russian, it just says yummy.
Yummy snacks.
The green pustules give it the extra flavor.
Alright, so we're going to backtrack out the canyon and go a different direction.
Yes.
At this point, I don't think it matters which direction we're going. Let's just go.
Let's go in one direction.
You can try to either continue to rely on his lay of the land.
I don't know about that. Let's try her
You
again.
can try scouting with.
Yeah.
Wherever she finds the most mines is probably the direction we should
So
be going.
can she, with this one roll, can she look for both traps and possible directional
If she wants to try and scout ahead to find the location that you're looking for,
So I landed perfectly in the landing zone, right?
yes, perfectly.
Okay. Did I know where the people are I'm looking for?
They gave you a general direction to go. He generally knew where he was going at first. He just got confused when he thought there was a tree falling.
Was there a map? Did they show me a map and said, here's where you're going to land and here's where the resistance is?
At this
Yes, when you were talking to him,
Which direction was
he had the black and
resistance?
white grainy film where he was pointing on the Alps where you're supposed to go.
Was it north of the landing zone? Was it south?
We went in the right
I don't
direction,
remember this
so-
You
map.
went in the right direction.
Right.
You headed north by northwestish.
Okay, so it's north by northwest.
Sure. If that's
Okay.
what you need.
So I'm gonna pull out my compass
Uh huh.
and it'd be like scout in this direction and see what's over there.
Okay.
Because I feel like the leader would have the freaking map, right? Like I feel like this would be the case.
10.
Okay.
Right?
we probably wouldn't have the actual coordinates.
Right, but like I would at least in my head know like here's the landing zone, here's where we need to go, and like go that way, right?
Like we might know the coordinates, but we wouldn't have them written anywhere because we wouldn't want them to find our
So
map.
she got a 10 to
All right,
scout
so,
in
Ellie?
north by northwest direction.
What you see is this small, abandoned-looking little. It's kind of like a chapel. You do see like a cross on it, kind of made out of brick and basic wood. But that's the area that you noticed. You recognized it from the information that the colonel was showing you. That's the location you've been scouting for. That's what you've been looking for.
So that's where we need to go.
The rendezvous point. Now, just so you do note while you're doing this, because you're kind of like running around, flying around, whatever it is that you're doing.
No.
But as you look up to the skies, you do notice several of these overhead. These are the Russian-marked drones. They look like propelled, like the old prop planes, but instead of propellers, they seem to be powered by some glowing red energy. It's a part of this new high-tech fighting force that Rasputin's been putting together that's been scaring the rest of the world.
But we're in tree cover, right?
Yeah, she's still in cover, but she's just noting that those drones are in the sky. They are flying overhead. So that threat is there. All right?
At this point in time, I know most of the airplanes that existed in our version of the world
Mm-hmm.
couldn't fly during storms because they would literally shut down.
Now, the Mustang that you're aware of also had propellers.
Yes.
She's noting that this, where it was
Does not.
propellers, it looks like red energy that's emanating from it and causing it to propel forward. Just noting that.
Yeah. Do we know anything about the drones?
You know that it is new.
about how they, like, do they use heat or?
You know that it is brand new, untested technology that the Russians have put together since Rasputin took control of the empire.
Gotcha. So,
Darn Rasputin.
But she would come back and basically let you know all that.
Okay, well we gotta head that direction and we need to not be detected. We need the family to not be detected.
And we can let you roll for a group stealth check. That's perfectly fine with me. There's
kinda want
actually.
Can we do stuff to like improve our chances of group stealth, for example? Cutting off branches, making like a branch thing to go over the family's heads, they can crouch underneath it while we walk.
I'm going to give you right here. This is a team bonus die. All right, so you can actually pull from this like it's an assistance pool for your roll. So if you want to use it beforehand on the roll to increase your roll, such as you're using equipment to try and cover the team or the family, whatever else, however you want to narratively describe
Yeah, I think we
that.
should cut some branches from nearby trees and kind of weave them together a little bit to make like a hide, basically, for the family.
But you can totally make a group check on whatever it is y'all are trying to do. Use that as the assistance for it, and then just decide who's making the roll.
So, what? We're trying to hide this from that?
We are trying to get to here while hiding from these dudes, and I'm trying to get us to cut some branches to make a hide to go over the family so that the family can move. I know that you have camouflage.
Yeah, I say I have perfect camouflage. Would
That's-
that be something I could use for everybody?
No,
or
that's just-
it's just
It's perfect camouflage for you.
yeah.
Yeah, so you don't need to be under the hide, which is good because we don't have to build it so big.
Well, let me check and see what it says.
Just that
I think it just says that
blend
you
seamlessly
can-
into surroundings, becoming nearly invisible to the untrained eye.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily say a
untrained
specific
eye.
person. That's why I didn't know.
It doesn't. I mean, maybe you have some sort of skill or ability to where you know how to help everybody camouflage themselves. That could work. Just use it as a team roll and just roll based on that.
I say we get a bunch of branches, make some kind of hide, throw a bunch of snow on top of it so it's white, and then get the family there as quickly as possible.
That's what that would basically sound like to me.
Yeah.
So she can just roll it off that. Let that be whatever your, what is that set as, your difficult?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a -1. So you can actually just pull from the team die if you want to counteract that negative, and then do a straight roll for it. If you want. I think she's looking at you, boss.
Yeah, roll. Do it.
I like
To roll. Still roll 2.
Yeah.
Um,
2d6 will always be your
Last
roll.
time I played was last time you played.
Oh yeah, it's been a minute.
I don't really know.
Nine.
So that's 9 plus. I think the perfect camouflage is probably working off your intelligence, which is a +1. So you actually got a 10 since you used that to counteract the negative on it. So yes, everybody can successfully make it to the small chapel, including the family.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
All right, let me find that for you. All right, so once you're inside the cabin, you would notice, or the small chapel, you would notice that there are lots of old wooden crates marked with the insignia that he lets you know, oh, that is the insignia of the French Resistance. And you can feel free to search the crates if you want to, or don't.
Don't let him search them. It might be food.
It does not seem that Elise is here just at this moment. So you have a moment.
Yeah, let's search the crates. Let's make sure the family's comfy and set up somebody to keep watch. I guess I'll keep watch.
Okay.
You're gonna
So
keep
any of
one?
you can roll to search through the crates just to see what you find.
I'll go ahead and try to search.
All right. Just roll it based on your intelligence.
Okay. That's an 11.
Awesome. So crate after crate, you actually find that many of them are filled with weapons and supplies for the French resistance. But among the items, you actually find a journal belonging to, after flipping through the first few pages, it seems to be a former resistance fighter. The entries...
Dan's like, I love books.
I
I want to find this journal.
You got a book. All right. So the entries reference a covert operation in Paris where the resistance leader Elise Lafleur narrowly escaped an assassination attempt. The writer suspects that Henry Lafleur, Elise's younger brother, who was also a covert operative that worked with a man made of gas for some time.
What? You're in this journal.
I'm in the journal.
That- What?
That was Mario.
It's me! I'm in the
He has
journal!
a little Italian thing.
Elise's younger brother
Remote
might be
Italian.
involved in the counter effort to eliminate the assassin. All right, so that is a mission that Henry Lafleur and Gaston Dubois were working on together to eliminate the assassin to protect Elise, the lioness.
And we succeed. This is not going to be my voice.
They were protecting her from what again?
An assassination attempt. So they're trying to track down the assassin that tried to assassinate Elise. And there's a coded map inside the journal that shows a map of Paris, and it shows the assassin's suspected movements, hinting that at the path you would need to navigate in the city's underground tunnels to locate the enemy.
I'm going to sketch that map and then say, hey, Gaston, this looks like something about you.
And you like hand me a book or?
Hand you the journal.
I flipped through it.
Somebody put you
Aha! Yes. Oui, this is me.
All right. And as you look through it, you would notice, this is your old friend, Le Fantôme.
This is my old friend, Rasputin.
That is exactly how it sounds. So, yeah, it's about your friend, the Phantom.
The Phantom.
Henry Lafleur. All right, so
Henry Lafleur.
you remember that you were on a mission with him before you were assigned to
I was on a mission with him
yes,
before I was assigned
to go help.
to go help.
All right, so he's still on mission to track down the assassin that tried to kill his sister, Elise.
His assassin tried to kill his sister Alice, and he's still looking for her.
Oui, oui.
I think you're getting your fridge down.
The assassin is a female, probably. They are very dangerous creatures.
Hey,
That's a huge assumption. All right.
In my experience in France,
I used to be solid, but before I met a woman, but then I met a woman, and now look at me!
I am nothing but gas.
So there's a woman that
They make great assassins.
All right. So you would hear the door behind you actually starts to creak, and
The door behind you is creeping.
creaking, not creeping. It's not coming to get him.
This is how we say it.
the door bent over.
This is how we say it in French.
As you turn to look, you
Yes.
see a female that enters the room, and it is none other than you recognize from the photos that you were shown. This is Elise Lafleur, the lioness of France.
She looks like a lioness.
Does that mean she's like literally a lion
No.
person? Okay.
She's the lioness.
Oh, okay.
No, she is
You can see
just
a picture.
You never know.
Actually, you can just look up and see her.
yeah. You could.
She's on your phone.
Hello.
All right, so she's a very stern and direct individual. She speaks in a French accent that I will not synthesize because it is not Cockney, and I cannot do females that are not Cockney.
Oh. I would choose.
Okay,
You're just doing a Robin Williams.
so she's back. She's back, right?
She's here, and she's.
I'm gonna go read her.
I'm assuming you are Bravo Team, Squad Scion, sent to meet with me. I'm supposed to help you.
Oh, you're her now.
Yes.
He's not going to do
I am
what
not
she
going-
said.
I can do it if you want me to. It will sound like this,
Wait.
wee.
I thought she was French.
She is
Just do
French.
a
This
French-
is how French
Just
sounds.
do
man.
a French guy.
So.
She just has a deep voice.
She's
I have been smoking
got
for
a
years.
cigarette in her
yes.
hand, right?
Ever since the beginning of the Great War, I have been smoking.
Okay.
It's on the tip of the. It's
The long thing?
It's got the filter thing, the little
Yeah.
filter cigarette holder. I hope nothing ever is developed in the world, such as CLPD or.
I don't think they'll ever invent that.
Okay, the point is, Cynthia, let's move on here.
Yes. I am here to direct you to the outpost.
Did you want to ask her about the journal at all, or
Are you saying
or you
this in
just
front
did
of
you
me?
pocket
Do you-
it? I don't.
No.
Have you pocketed things?
Oh, did you want to ask her because that way, like, she might be looking for it, you know, like, hey, we found this journal. Do you care if he takes it?
Hey.
Like, we should ask,
Hey,
right?
it's the lady from your journal.
Oh, I know her.
That you just got.
Gaston, it is you.
Of course, who else would I be?
I don't know. We sent you to America to assist with the Allies, to bring us assistance, and you have. Gaston, you are victorious.
I knew there was a reason I liked you.
I knew there was a reason I liked you. I trusted you, and you pulled through. You did what you were supposed to do.
Oh my god, you guys. Give me the journal. He found a journal. Is this?
Voulez-vous?
No.
Couche.
He found.
Avec moi?
Oh my god, stop. He found a journal.
Wrong
Is it
bitch, I know.
yours?
Huh?
I'm not repeating that question again. I know you heard me.
I didn't quite hear you. It got very
Is
loud.
this journal
Something about
yours?
You have a journal. Oh, that is actually my brother's journal. I can imagine no one else being more fit to hold it than his best friend. And some have rumored, lover.
Oh my goodness. That's so French.
I didn't get to that part of the journal.
But I don't know for sure.
Is that in the journal?
I didn't get to
read it.
that part.
I don't know. He's blushing now. That's all that matters.
Okay.
I'm gas.
Gas doesn't blush.
My gas has changed color.
Alright, so you can keep the journal. She's not mad about that.
I picture it as a pink gas.
Wait, do we need to leave the family with them? The family needs to stay here.
Yes. You should leave the family here. We will give them supplies and we will get them out on the next train.
Why did you say it like that?
Because there's no
Because-
train around here!
It's further on. Yes.
I don't like trains.
It's not actually.
We're not going on the train, just the family that we rescued.
It's an
I
alpine
feel like they're
train.
not going on the train either.
It's an alpine.
Well, he was just,
It's
trying to figure out.
We'll
a way
get them out of here.
Right,
Don't you
yeah,
worry.
you got it.
Just
You
do
got
what you do. I can take you there.
There's a prison camp. They're gonna go through the prison camp to get on a boat.
They'll have a shower.
I've seen a TV show about it. It's great.
Oh my god. Alright, listen.
Yes.
We dropped off the family.
Yes.
We met with the resistance.
Quest succeeded.
Now what?
Now you can begin the quest.
Now what? Where are we supposed to go after
Oh,
we meet
we're
up?
supposed to be.
She's gonna take you. Yeah, she's gonna guide you and try to help you towards. And you can basically count her. So if you want to use this assistance die to anything that you're going to do along the path, would basically be narrating that she is assisting you with whatever that task is.
She's escorting us while they're escorting the family? I'm confused.
No, she's leaving the family in the little chapel.
Okay.
They're going to get them out
People
later.
are going to come back for them.
She's your rendezvous
Okay.
to get to the Russian outpost.
Okay. Now we're going to the Russian outpost.
Yes.
Oui.
Gotcha.
Oui, oui.
Which I believe she has coordinates for.
She does have coordinates for those Russian outposts. So,
Does she have a blueprint of it? So that I can start figuring out where to put the explosives.
sure.
Awesome. I'm going to analyze those while we travel.
Alright, so he's studying the blueprints while you're traveling. Does anybody have anything to say? 2 questions for this new NPC.
As long as we're in this like safe space, I would like to get like some coffee.
Your battery's at 5%.
I need
Yes.
some coffee because
That's his suit. Just said that.
We're on our way to the Russian outpost, but you can go.
Huh?
We'll
Can I catch up with you?
no, we'll just bring your body along.
Can he catch you outside?
I am like really light. You could probably carry me.
This is the lady that you liked her brother.
Okay, this is what's in the diary, and this is what I haven't told you.
Do tell, do tell.
The lady you met used to be her brother.
Oh my god, are you okay?
It's all.
I can't now ruin the NPC. No, that's not true.
Oh my god. I can't let you ruin my NPC.
Yeah.
A voice comes down. God is like, no.
You're wrong.
And these French resistance ladies, look at them. There's another one too.
Yeah, they're very strong.
And the only word on here just says French in the background. That's how we know they're French.
So,
But does it say it in English?
imagine that voice coming out of this guy. Oh.
I know exactly what I am doing, except for that one thing with the bear. Pay no attention
Here's
to
his
that.
knife, and that's the tube.
Tube knife.
Magic
Yeah.
soldier.
The tube knife.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right.
We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, head over to our website, SaturdayNightGamingLLC.com, for some more fun content. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.